Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Still Rain, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be looking at a pretty exciting, relatively new product. It's the Matek F405 CTR all-in-one. All-in-one meaning no ESCs. This is just power distribution board and pretty much everything in one flight controller besides the ESCs. Now, this one's not to be confused with the previous Matek F405 all-in-one, which had the ICM gyro. It was giving people a lot of yaw twitches and gyro noise. I believe it had the ICM 20602 gyro on board. So this one here, what they've done is they've put in the MPU 6000 gyro, which is known to be a lot less noisy, prone to ESC noise and things of that nature. So we'll go ahead and get into it. As you can see, this board is pretty much, it's going to be my new favorite board from this point forth, and I'll explain why. Starts off at 40 bucks, which isn't too bad considering what it comes with. So like I said, six axis MPU 6000 gyro. The only limiting factor to that gyro is it's got a maximum 8K PID loop. So but there's also, as you can see here, rubber grommets incorporated to help with any sort of noise vibration from the motors or anything of that nature. So Betaflight OSD built in, as you can see right there. There's the OSD chip. It's got the BMP 280 barometer for in-av and long-range GPS flight. So pretty much, it's going to have some good altitude hold once you're at center stick for INAV. So next is, of course, micro SD card slot there for black box logging, so you could figure out any of your problems, look at all that fun stuff. Another reason why I love this flight controller is that it's got 5 UARTs, so pretty much anything that you're going to want to add, any external peripherals such as compass, GPS, even upwards of crossfire system, everything's pretty much broken out. So it does have 4 motor outputs, 6 D-shot outputs, so it does support D-shot. Next, it has I2C port, which pretty much means that you could add in a magnetometer or say like an M8N GPS for those long-range guys. And I'll be featuring this in an upcoming build of my iFlight, I think it's the XL7 with 7-inch props. And I'm going to be running a micro blue GPS on that, so it's going to be pretty interesting. It's also got the DAC. Basically, it's going to be easier to use, and it's be coming out on Betaflight 3.3 here within the next month or so, where DAC is basically a camera control pin supported on Betaflight 3.3. So that's going to be pretty exciting. It's going to make it a lot easier for you guys to be able to use camera control, because a lot of guys are having problems with it. With like the Bardwell flight controller or the CL Racing F4S that have camera control. A lot of guys are having problems. Sometimes you have to run resistors on certain cameras. So the DAC camera control should eliminate a lot of the problems with that issue. This board could handle from 6 to 30 volts of input range, which is basically from a 2S all the way up to, say, upwards of a 6S, given voltage spikes and things of that nature. So pretty wide DC voltage input. The current sensor right there handles up to 184 amps. That's unbelievable. I mean, that's pretty high up there. I don't think anybody's, if you're pulling that many amps, you're definitely going to be killing batteries, because that's way over battery technology nowadays. It's got an onboard BEC. That's a 5-volt 2-amp. It says max of 3 amps that you could pull from it. So pretty beefy BEC for anything you want to run on that. Say like run cam split that pulls a decent amount of power. This should be able to supply it with its power just fine, especially at 2 amps. It's got LED and buzzer pads. That's pretty good. A lot of them nowadays, I mean, some guys choose not to run LEDs, and a lot of days, nowadays with the new Betaflight, a lot of guys just choose to use their motors as buzzers, but I still like that it has the option that comes with that. Now, one of the things I don't like about this flight controller is that there's no 4-in-1 ESC connection. But on the bottom of the board, you have all your stuff you could solder to right there. So all 4 motor outputs, which is good, you know, I mean, just quick solder pads on the bottom. So they still give you an option there, which is, you know, pretty good that they even thought about that. One thing I do like about this board, because I'm one of the guys that run my VTXs off the main power, I don't like soldering on all that stuff right here. It kind of makes for a little messy build. This one has a separate VBAT and ground for your VTX. You know, pretty good there. Don't have to worry about, you know, soldering on here. So it does have a FreeSky inverter on RX2 that it says for S-Bus. So you don't have to worry about any inverter there. Unfortunately, there's no inverter for telemetry. So if you use telemetry on your FreeSky or you know, for Lewis scripts and things of that nature, you're going to have to perform the uninverted hack, which is pretty easy. Project Blue Falcon has a pretty good video on it. Really simple to do. Not really a big deal, but you know, also not the best. It also supports iBus, Spectrum, Crossfire, Futaba, pretty much all the protocols out there, all the radios. It does have 4 RX5 pads on each corner. So you see here, this is motor 1, 2, 3, and 4 here. And it has signal pads for ESC telemetry. That's pretty good for BL Heli 32. So it gives you the option to run your signal here, and you get telemetry and all that stuff from your ESCs. So, you know, I like that feature. I like that they incorporated and thought about that. Now, this board is standard 36 by 36 millimeter size with the standard 30.5 by 30.5 mount design there. So, you know, just everything standard there. According to Matek, they say this board weighs roughly about 10 grams. I've already weighed it, so they're pretty accurate when it comes to that. Some of the things it comes with here, guys, they also include all these rubber grommets. They include the 4 on the board, including 2 extras here. And they also include, to eliminate a lot of the noise, a 35 volt, 470 microfarad Rubicon capacitor. Really good quality capacitor. You just solder it on to your main battery leads when you attach your main battery leads, and it should eliminate any sort of noise going through this board, or most of it for the most part. It also comes with a printed circuit board plate that you could pop on top if you want to mount your VTX or say receiver. Kind of, you know, eliminates, gets everything away from the main electronics. So you just pop that on top there, and you know, makes it nice and clean. Get your receiver or whatever else you want to put on top there without worrying about shorting out your main board. So pretty exciting, guys. This will be coming in an upcoming build on my iFlight long range build, 7-inch prop rig. This definitely has got basically everything you're going to need in a F4 flight controller. I mean, next is going to be F7s, but personally, the support and, you know, a lot of the board makers out there really haven't jumped into that yet, because for the most part, the F4 processors have most of the processing power we're going to need. So that's pretty much going to be it, guys. Hopefully you liked the video, learned something. I think it's a very compelling and interesting buy. Going to be my go-to board from this point forth. So hopefully you guys learned something. If you did, please like, subscribe to my channel, and share this video. And as always, please leave any questions, comments, or suggestions down in the normal place below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.